Hi, this is Doris. Alright, happy 2015. New Year's Eve. We used to do puzzles as a family. Many years we did. 3D puzzles. And it was nice. But now I'm with a different group. And, well, there's been a few people died. And in that group, for their grandma, they sent off balloons. And that was nice for New Year's Eve. That was beautiful. When I lived in Japan, they made paper boats and filled them with petals, flower petals and candles, and lit them and cast them into the water. And that was beautiful. There's a lot of ways to celebrate and do different things. So that's what I'm saying, that there's a lot of ways to do things. Now, when I was looking at my human design chart, and I was learning my gates and what they meant, and said, okay, yeah, I did that, yeah, that's me, that sounds like me. Even if you haven't learned about human design, you're doing it anyway. Maybe if you would do it and learn about it, your frequencies, where they say, try to raise them, would go up. So I said, okay, let's go. Let's see what I can do. Now I noticed that I have the 32. Now in my stories, the 32 was at a party store. And I have, as the caterer is the 54, and the balloons is the 32. Now, the caterer I describe as somebody who is the best at what they do. It doesn't have to be making cakes. It could be the best dressmaker, the best painter, the best dancer. You got talent. If you have the 54 and you see you have a 54 in your gate, you go to my website and say, hey, I got 54, and put your name down there. You might, I don't care if you use my gates as like the place to plant, in case somebody's looking for somebody with that number. That'd be fine with me. Okay, so the balloon is the 32. If you go to the cake store or the party store, and you might not want to approach the best baker, because they're so involved with their work and they're brilliant with what they're doing, that they need somebody that you can go get what you want, but talk to somebody. So because I have the 32, it's called the balloon. That means it's a friendly gesture. I would be the one who would take something, because I was born a manifester with educational. I'd say, hey, that's a great idea, but okay, if you want to, it's just real hard. So as the 32 balloon, as I would call it when I classified these, it's a more friendlier general way to get information out there. And then if you like that information, then go seek out the source. So for me, on these human design charts, the triangle on the left, that's the one where there's fear. Now, they always say, well, I don't know if you've heard it before, but I've heard the words, face your fear. So I looked at that and I said, well, if I'm the 32, going to take something and make it more friendlier, then I would go after somebody who has a great idea that needs to, or even if they're not a caterer, just walk up to like somebody like Chris and say, you're not a caterer, I see that, but let me tell you about human design, because I think that even though you're not a 54 on your chart, I see you as being great, and that's why I did the chart for him, because I seen that, I felt that. So one of the gates I have is 32. And as the manifestor educator, I ask, okay, what am I supposed to teach? And I was led to this. So that would be like the balloon. So there describes one of my gates. I try to take something and make it easier to understand. Let's go back to the top of my gates. I have the 64. A lot of information. Yeah, I have the bricks. I also have the 11th gate, the storyteller. I can tell stories. I have the 4323. I have insight, awareness, and the I know. To bring it forward and to express it. Now, some people would say that's, the freak or genius level. That, like I always, the freak or genius. If you're not, I was born a soul number. Look up your soul number. Don't act like you don't know it. I was born a soul number, which is it's done on your birthday, not the time, just your birthday and your name. You put your full name in. You have to know your name. You have to know your birthday to find your soul numbers. And I was born a soul number 11. I was adopted. My name changed, so I went down to a soul number 9 in one category. But look that up. It's interesting to find who you are. Is the first step. Before you criticize somebody else, you gotta find yourself first. And once you find who you are, love starts from within, and you love yourself more. So you all know that. I have the 36 gate. I make change. Change through pain. Now, in my characters, I call that the maintenance man and his radio. Been there, done that attitude. The need to always change. Now, I don't usually mess with it. What I do is I love going into a place and they look at something and I'm okay with it. And then somebody will say, hey, can you fix that? I love going in and just redoing the whole thing. That I just, I don't care if it's a closet or painting a house or decorating a room or doing, I like the before and after look. The big change, not small changes. I also have the gate 12 and 22 together. Openness to hear what people want. The only way you're going to do something and make everybody happy, and also because I have also the gate, the balloon gate of fear of failure, I analyze every possible way I can. So I can see me doing that. I have the gate 45, the gatherer, and that's the king and queen, and the messenger bag. Gate 1, the gate of creation. I change things in big ways. I have 25 and 51, the shaman, and it's a shaman priest inside. I have the 46 is the I call it the pizza in my stories. Now the way that I describe the pizza is that when I'm doing these charts, because I have the 46, it's not done until I do it. So I did check to see if anybody else did it this way, and nobody has this approach that I have. But the way that I describe the pizza is not until I'm ready. And in my life, when it's ready for me to do, it will come to me, and then it will lay on my heart until I do it. The 5, the conductor, they like doing patterns. The 52, I call it the bird watcher. The stillness of sitting there and analyzing things. the the 19, the wanting, the 39. I have it the singer. They act to break up stillness. Make it's another change. I have the 40 and 37, which I like that one. That's more of a tribal one. I'm kind of glad I have that one. It's you do for me, I do for you. It's paying the pound of with a pound of flesh. It's like when I would do something good for somebody, then you get good back. And if I think that I like that one because I'm always trying to do something good. I'm trying to always do the right thing. Um, the fear of failure, the only one I have on that side is the fear of failure. So I'm always making sure in my mind that I've made everybody happy. So I like the idea that if I can make somebody happy and help something better the world to. So basically, to describe me is that I go around, and if I see something that's a good idea, and or something that's in my eyes messed up, or it could be fixed better, or I want somebody to learn it, but I want to teach them nicer. I guess that's what I do. I just educate in those areas. Um, I've always done this. It's just that when you learn human design, it's sitting in front of you going, okay, yes, I've done this. I always did this stuff. Um, Now I understand why I do it. And when I got to the place where I said I'm the 32 balloon, what can I do next? What project, if everything in my surrounding is done, um, as much as I'm going to do with it, then what else is out there? What's the next step is to ask, and then I just follow where I'm guided to. So there's the things about me. I just look, analyze, and then go in and make it prettier. Um, and I have a lot of tribal. They um, the gates, like the shaman gate. And if I'm going to be a shaman, I don't know. Now, see, I've been looking at things like see, David Miller, interesting stuff. Don't know if I can break that down into something sweeter because he's wow, a genius. And I was looking at the shaman stuff with these precious stones and crystals and stuff, and breaking that down, because if I'm supposed to have the gate on that and it's in my naturally ability um, to go into that area. So that's one reason why I haven't made tapes for a while. I've been researching those lines. But okay, so as I ramble on, that describes me. And I need a project. I need something to teach. And before I teach it, I have to learn it myself. Um, so there's a little about me, and I know it was probably boring, but find out about yourself. You're doing it anyway. And maybe you'll find that some of your gates, you only have half of them. Um, so when I looked at my gate and I said, well, if I have the 32, I'm supposed to make something easy for somebody. I need the great idea to make it easy. So I asked the questions like that when I looked at mine. Now I got a lot more other gates that are only half, and I probably will make more tapes to fill those in, or try to find that answer. But that's the route I'm going on. I'm hoping that you'll find human design. Use my little stories, get an idea, and there's so many. There's, to bring the frequency up is to do things good, to do something good in the world. Um, you want to be good at it. You want to be born with the capability to do it. So, because you can do it naturally without any trouble. And you, to me, to do something, what can I do to make myself happier, to raise my frequency, plus make the world better? The first thing you do is learn your chart and who you are. Um, that's where I'm getting at. And then you go from there. But I can't help somebody if I can't offer goodness to them. And when I offered, for example, when I did that tape for Chris, I couldn't get it off my mind that I needed to do it. You just know, once you're at a place and you learn your human design, you go, okay, now what's next? It will come to you because you're at the next stage. And uh, now the information of what I'm going to make the next tape on is I'm getting a lot of things to learn, and then to see if it's the way it is. It's easy to understand. Is it, or is it something that I could not destroy what it is, but arrange it in a way that is more understanding? Or because as a manifester, as a creator manifester, that's what you do. 8% of the world are manifestors. And if that's what I'm supposed to be doing to bring my frequency up, to make my life better and my family life better, I'm finding out it's working, and it's working at a very fast and happy pace. And I'm hoping that it would do the same for your family and yourself out there, if you got time to listen to the tapes. Now, I do know the quality of the tapes and everything. It was, it doesn't have a lot of like background and entertainment that a lot of people need to keep their mind on something. They need entertained. But I was raised by, well, I was adopted, and the people, they were born in 1919, so I was raised with old-fashioned ways. And that's why a lot of my tapes, a lot of people do a lot of beautiful videos out there. Oh wow, I see them. They change pictures, and they do this and do that. I'm not here to entertain your eyes. I'm here to hopefully, if you want to watch something entertainment, watch a movie. This is something to learn. That's the reason I keep them kind of on purpose boring. But thank you.